Hey everyone, Matt and Sam here, Central McLennan Company.
How's it going?
Today we want to talk to you about one of the common factors when deciding where to live is school systems. There's so much data at your fingertips now that it really does factor into play. We want to talk to you about a couple things that you should consider. So on the buying end, and I'm really kind of talking especially to some of you first-time buyers that maybe you don't even have children yet. Should you factor in the different ratings in schools and all that school data and some things that play into that? And some of this is from my own experience, but where you live in the school system is going to carve out a couple things. This is going to be your child or your children's future, in the sense of maybe this is going to be their group of friends that they're going to meet when they're 5 and 6 years old, and that's going to take them on through the next 12, 15, or the rest of their life. So something to factor into that. School systems that have higher ratings. What does that mean? What goes along with that? That often means, in theory, smaller class sizes, maybe schools that offer more programs, maybe more athletics, maybe more funding for special education. In theory, does that mean the teachers are better? Perhaps, but there's certainly great teachers in all these local school communities. But that is one of those things to factor in. Buying in a higher rated school district, is that a safer investment? Perhaps. I think your home is going to retain its value. It may appreciate slightly above the curve, and it may depreciate a little slower depending on how that market goes up and down. So always think about that future resale value. And when it comes time to move down the road, is it easier to sell in a higher rated school district? I'd say, yeah, that's going to be the case. So if you're working in an industry that maybe has job relocation, that is something that you may want to factor in. Is there any downside of buying into a higher rated school district? You're probably going to pay more. Property values are going to be higher. Your property taxes are probably going to be higher. So these are things that you have to be part of your evaluation in choosing what towns, what communities that you want to buy into. Do you send your children to public school, or do you head in a direction of private school? And does that change as far as the different communities that you consider living? Sam, what about from the homeowner point of view and selling?
Yeah, from the homeowner point of view, we're starting to see more and more people who are paying for a school system that they're no longer using or no longer needing. So, while it can be a great time to invest in a popular and strong school system, especially where interest rates are really low right now, it's also a great time because values are up to cash out if you are in a school district that you're no longer using. So sometimes you can make a move 10 minutes down the road, cash out on some of the equity that you've built up in that house for 20, 30 years, and simplify your life. We don't like to call it downsizing, we call it right-sizing. People who are getting rid of all this space, getting rid of some of the storage that they no longer need, and it can be a smart move financially. So really, if you are in a school district right now that you've loved and you've used for a really long time, I think that it would be important to sit down with someone who can really evaluate your options and say, here's kind of what the financial breakdown would be, here's what you can get for your house, here's probably what you'd be looking at for something else now, especially, like I said, where interest rates are low. So
yeah, it's a big decision, one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life. Where to move, where to buy, when to sell, and school system is just one of the many factors to weigh in on that decision. We are here to help. We are experts in the communities. We know these towns. We know these school systems. And I may be married to a teacher. So we are here to help. This is all part of what we do. We are consultants with expert knowledge in this area, and we are here to help you. Thinking of buying, thinking of selling, just call us. Have a great day, guys.
see ya.